Bro, yeah, I'm gonna get freaked the fuck out. Like, I think it's finally hit me right now that this is going to be terrifying.
The time has finally come. You guys asked for it. We're doing our first ever ghost hunt. We are just outside of the historic Pioneer Saloon in Goodsprings, Nevada. What are we gonna find? Who knows? But right now we're gonna do some location scouting. Tomorrow night we're coming back to do the hunt. In 1942, a plane carrying 22 passengers, one of them being the famous Carol Lombard, wife of Clark Gable, crashed into this mountain right behind me, Potosi Mountain, killing everybody instantly on board. The Pioneer Saloon here was used as the staging operation for the rescues. So we tried to get a closer look at Potosi Mountain to see where the crash was, and I think we know, based on what Gordy, one of the oldest employees here, told us, at the mountain right over there, you can see that the vegetation has grown back almost in the shape of a heart. Gordy told us that it's because there was a fire that came through, but it kind of almost skipped that area entirely. Paranormal, maybe? Okay, so when we get there, kind of the plan is he said there's a bartender we can interview.
Okay.
Like to get some questions and just kind of get gauges of like, okay, what have you experienced here? You're here almost every day. We already kind of have what Brian's experienced. We'll sit down with Steven, we'll get what he's experienced. Then what I would like to do is have Steven walk us through with the lights on, show us kind of key points, and then from there we'll kind of stage up the equipment, we'll kind of check in with everybody, see how we're feeling, and then it's lights off.
How far away are we, Austin?
We're about 30 minutes out from it, so it's going to be a little bit of a trip to get out there.
My real name is Steven Stotts, but everyone out in Goodsprings calls me Old Man Liver because I'm old and my liver is even older. So I am the proprietor of the Pioneer Saloon. I acquired it just a little over 2 years ago.
The real history and most of the happenings occur in these two buildings, and specifically in the saloon where most of the activity is taking place.
So when you acquired the bar, did you know that there was activity happening here?
Yes. So, I've seen all the ghost adventures and those kind of things, and we knew what we were buying.
So if there's going to be some activity, it's going to be on this property that's over 110 years old. So I'll take you inside here in between the two buildings. A lot of folks, and it's interesting because really this business was not designed to be a restaurant initially. We were just a saloon, right? So a lot of people talk about a boy who might have died in one of the wells out here in this area. I don't know if that could be the boy that's from the picture, and as some people point out, that's a girl. So, but a lot of this energy, people feel stuff in this general area. This is the actual table where the poker game occurred.
Yeah, so I've looked a lot into the actual historical facts concerning this poker game, and there were 3 people involved. They were sitting at the table over here. Ultimately, an out-of-work miner named Paul Koski tried to slip a card, pull a card from the bottom of the deck. He was caught red-handed, so to speak. The dealer, Joe Armstrong, called him on that. He lunged at Joe. Joe pulled a gun and shot him. He still came at him, and he shot him again, and then finally a third time, and he was definitely killed on the spot at that point.
These, if you can see, they go all the way through the wall. I've had gun experts and military guys confirm they are bullet holes for sure. So whether they're from the 1915 poker game, no one was around to confirm that, but I can tell you, here's the coroner's report, here's the headlines.
If I may, right off the rip, if you noticed, I was kind of looking. When I pulled this chair, there was resistance to this chair that wasn't letting me pull it back, and I feel I feel like a tingling right now.
Yes,
too.
I feel that.
Okay, so
it's tangible.
It was about 4 or 5 in the morning, and everyone cleared out, and I was finally the last one, and I was getting ready to lock the doors, and I was just double checking everything, and then I hear this crazy growl come over from the bathrooms right behind me.
Noise I heard from an animal is a big animal. A lot of people will talk about the women's bathroom. This is where the picture occurred where our manager swore only 2 people went in and 3 different faces came out on the selfie. So a lot of people talk about hearing crying in the bathroom. There's a story about someone getting raped or killed in here. Over here on this wall tells the story of Carol Lombard and Clark Gable's relationship and love and the story of the plane crash. But this up here is also a piece of the wreckage that was recovered a few years back.
There was a rescue team based here in Goodsprings. We are tied to that part of history, but I don't feel Carol Lombard spirit is part of the ghost experience here. You might have other people that tie into that energy. I don't.
All right, I'll kind of give you a layout of the dining room. The first thing I have to point out, because it's probably not going to necessarily be here forever, this is our dear friend Flynn, his work uniform. He passed away this summer. His spirit is here for sure, no matter what. He, like I said, he had his chill energy, but he is as big a part of the Pioneer as anyone.
As the night began to set in on us, it was time to turn the lights off in the saloon. This would be the first time all of the lights would have been off in years.
Yeah, Brian, are you feeling anything at this moment?
Just a little heavy. I found myself being a little more sensitive to stuff around me, energy, the vibe of just rooms and spaces, and kind of runs in my family. My sister's a medium and my mom. We get it from my mom and my grandma.
Before we got started, I had a little powwow with the room to let them know that we were going to be in here and this is what we're doing and that we're in their space. But we're not here to disrupt them or stir them up or make it difficult for you. You know, this is your business. And I just wanted to ask them to come out, have fun with us, show us that they're here. And there's already been signs throughout the evening that they're here.
Just as quickly as we start, however, Stephen realizes that something just isn't quite right.
The energy isn't here right now, it's watching there.
Stephen feels as though we are being watched from the outside in. However, when he starts peeking through the windows is when we get our first big sign of activity.
Something fall in the back room? It sounded like something that maybe like a folder just kind of fell over back there. Yeah, like maybe the back office room. Yeah, okay. Are you in the office right now?
Whoa.
Did you hear that?
Whoa.
Yeah. You heard the footsteps?
Whoa, yeah, from back there. Woo!
Oh my god.
Yeah. Shit. That came from back there.
With the group now more alert, Stephen decides to go alone with Travis into the back room to see what they can find.
Can we do the back office, just the two of us?
Yes, me and you. Let's
do
go over
that.
here.
Feel like you're in here. Can you show us a little bit?
But just as Stephen and Travis go into the back room, an orb can be seen where they had just left.
That music? That's someone's cars. Can you hear that?
I hear like trickling water.
Although it is not picked up on our equipment, Stephen begins to hear music playing from the roof. Our crew member Travis, though, isn't so convinced.
I hear the music.
You heard that?
I hear it right now.
Yeah. Are you playing music? Where's that coming from?
It went away. I hear it like in the ceiling right here.
Are you a music lover? Like me?
Seems like fade in and out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting. I think I heard it first and then.
If you actually just take it real, take it in, you don't have to be like this big believer of, oh my God, you just need to literally let things happen rather than trying to force things and, oh, where are you, and all the other stuff like that. So if you just literally let things be, it's amazing what ends up happening.
Why don't you guys take Austin and let him be on his own? No, for real, because you're getting a lot of activity right now.
I felt like I was gonna get I was getting somewhere, but I couldn't get a response, like a clear. Felt like a connection.
With the group having met back up in the saloon, Brian decides that I should continue on. Alone. I just got another chill right here. It's gone. What the fuck? Okay.
We're alone in here, right?
We're alone in here. If I'm gonna be real with you, I'm terrified right now. I'm gonna ask you a question. Instead of yes or no, I want you to touch the light. Are you a child? Are you an adult? I'm trying to make sure it's not just my eyes playing tricks on me. I'm still kind of seeing movement out of the corner of my eye right here, in this area right here. Are you here with me right now? When I ask this question, a woman's voice can be heard in what seems to be an answer to me. Are you here with me right now? Are you here with me right now?
If you want us to leave, touch the light. Okay.
Oh, that is a bright second dot. That's like an actual very bright second dot. Are you right here right now? Are we in your space right now? That was a pretty direct fucking answer right there. I know it's faint, but that was like as soon as I finished that question, it did it.
I was going into the women's restroom, and if you notice that I'm not super short and also not super tall, I was taking out the trash, which I wouldn't have to lean over for, and I was pulling up the trash bag. And as I was doing that, I also have a CCW, so a concealed carry permit. And those things, if you do cartwheels, backflips, they're not supposed to come out. End of story. I felt something coming across my chest in like a floating almost motion, like over to here. And if the gun does come out, physics says it's going to fall to the ground. It got here before I realized where it was and went and dropped the garbage can, grabbed that and reholstered it. It didn't hit me, honestly, until I was driving home, and I'm like, that's physically impossible.
And then we were
Over by the bathrooms?
Yeah.
Did you go in the bathroom?
Not yet. I know Brian and I want to go in there, and I think we should. I think it might be. I might take this.
You want to? The one thing we haven't tried is being alone.
Yeah.
And maybe give you guys like just the camera.
We'll take the camera. We'll take this. We'll take the EVP, and we'll just sit in there. With no more activity really happening for me, We decided to change out the batteries on our cameras. Brian and I then decided it was time to go alone into the bathrooms, where most of the activity has been reported.
So we're in the bathroom right now. This is the room that Ruby Barnes tends to visit people. In this mirror, this is the mirror where they say people take photos and a third person shows up, or that's the last time that happened. So if you're in here with us, let us know that you're in here with us. Say something. Make some noise. It's weird, it doesn't feel scary in here.
No, it almost feels like almost like a haven.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it feels like outside is so unpredictable.
Yeah.
But in here I feel like it's calm.
Yeah.
The energy in the women's bathroom felt calm, so we decided to see if the men's bathroom was any different.
We're going into the men's bathroom. That's the door.
Like it feels discernibly cold in here.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, like unnaturally cold in here.
Yep.
We're opening the men's.
Is there anybody in here with us? I'm a little dizzy.
Yeah,
right now.
it's like disorienting in here.
Yeah. It's really dark to my left. Can you say your name?
I'm gonna open the door because I just heard something out there.
Yeah.
Hello?
Look at that. It's blinking at the table.
It is.
Look at that. Someone's here with us. It stopped.
It did stop.
Wow. Look at. That's where you were sitting.
This is the exact
It's
seat.
like super chill right here.
This is where it was chill for me. Or well, no.
Over there.
Yeah. Well,
But I'm
no.
just saying,
No.
like-
Here when I was in here earlier with Travis.
Yeah, it wouldn't. Okay.
It almost.
Look at it.
Yeah. It almost seemed like maybe, because it was very dark in there in the bathroom, in the men's bathroom.
Yeah.
It almost maybe felt like it walked out to here. As the activity began to really pick up for us in the saloon, I handed the camera back off to Travis. In that time, Brian had already begun to use a spirit box at the table he was getting the most activity at.
Whoa. It just jumped. Okay. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna try something. It's getting a little later. The witching hour, huh? I turn my phone on. You can talk to me through this if you want. Who are you?
We're just jumping up.
Andrew?
Do you know me? Have you seen me? Yes?
Yes.
Is that what that was?
I never said.
I learned something.
Learn something. Look at this.
Yeah,
Look at this.
that's heavy. And it is simultaneous.
It
with
is. When this goes cold, that goes cold.
What was the name that you said that?
Clint.
Clint.
Are you Clint?
It's not Clint. Andrew.
Okay.
Andrew. He said that again.
So you're.
Would you like us to leave and remove the cameras?
I got chills right now.
Are you counting us?
When we thought our night was over, Brian wanted to try one last attempt at being alone in the dining room booth with the most activity reported.
Okay, so I just wanted to see if I could get someone to come in here and join me. I'm hanging out in the room, the chandelier room, all by myself. Can you follow me in here? Make this light move. There you go. All right, so you've joined me. I'm gonna turn this on so you can talk to me. Okay. Okay. Look at that. You're going crazy. You like that, huh? Austin, come here. Look at this.
Hey, can we get another camera?
What's your name? Okay, this is a little distracting. I'm gonna go to another one. Whoever it is sitting in this booth with me right now. It is going crazy.
Did you say hi, Steven?
Hi, Steven.
Hi. Who am I talking to? Is it Andrew Cloak?
Cloak? Andrew Clark? Oh shit, yeah, look, it's going crazy when you said that. Right behind me is Clark Gable in these pictures.
Maybe it is Clark Gable, but this is what we actually found.
I wish I had an SLS right now to see if someone is sitting right here with us.
Do you know who I am? Are you with? You call me an asshole? Am I the head of the Asshole Association?
Basically.
Yeah, I declared myself emperor.
Or old.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Hey. Fuck you.
Damn.
Can you say bye?
Say goodbye to us before we leave.
It just left.
Back? Like, that?
It just left.
As we wrapped up the investigation, Stephen had a sudden, heavy realization that he shared with me as soon as we ended the night.
I was just gonna show him because it was one of Flynn's sayings was
Fuck you.
Yeah, it's even on the menu now. The fuck you Flynn shot.
Called him an asshole and said fuck you.
So that could have been Flynn.
Could have been Flynn.
With his stuff right here. I mean,
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know how to digest all this. As I look back on our first ever paranormal investigation, I believe I am now fully convinced that there is such a thing as ghosts and spirits. Whether it's from a higher power or the energy that is left in a room when someone passes on, I can't help but feel that this will not be the last time that we do this.